not exaggerating when we say that Jimin loves big things. The size difference between him and Jungkook is striking, and it's precisely this that makes their interactions even more heartwarming. Jimin looks tiny next to Jungkook, making Jungkook feel like his protector, someone he can trust completely. Many people have long noticed how close they are. They don't hide anything and always show their affection naturally. Jungkook has a special way of caring for Jimin, and Jimin reciprocates that affection in his own way. Their connection is very real, a love that can't be faked. They choose to be together, and it's clearly not forced or to please anyone. They're comfortable showing their relationship, and that's something many people appreciate, because every gesture speaks more than 1,000 words. Recently, some old photos of Taehyung holding children in Korea resurfaced. Although they were recently published, the photos were actually taken a long time ago. Unfortunately, as usual, some people started making baseless assumptions. They thought Jungkook was with Taehyung just because they saw them at the airport. In fact, Jungkook was simply dropping off his best friend, not traveling with them or spending time together that day. In fact, Taehyung recently did a live broadcast from Los Angeles, proving that he wasn't in Korea. This shows how rumors are often created without evidence, and how some people simply love to create absurd stories. The truth is, Jungkook and Taehyung's relationship is just friendship. They're close and respectful, but nothing more. In contrast, Jimin and Jungkook's relationship feels different, deeper and more meaningful. Not just because of what's seen in public, but also in the little things in their daily lives. Whenever they're together, there's a clear joy between them. The way they look at each other, laugh, and talk confidently reflects a true bond. It's not just friendship, but genuine affection, care, and love. In fact, they often make comments or joke around like a couple who've known each other for a long time and are comfortable with each other. Small, seemingly natural touches are common, they're simply comfortable together. They support, listen, and encourage each other, like a couple who respect and love each other. Admittedly, for some, it's difficult to accept that their relationship is more than just friendship. But the truth is undeniable. Jungkook consistently shows his love for Jimin, sometimes through words, glances, or even a song. There's no doubt they're happy together. And that's what matters most. Regardless of rumors and comments on social media, what's clear is that Jimin and Jungkook have a great relationship. They understand, respect, and care for each other. And in any story, that's what matters most. In one of their recent live broadcasts, Jimin and Jungkook shared a moment that truly resonated with fans. As Jimin leaned toward the camera, Jungkook stood behind him. In that moment, it was clear Jungkook was trying not to look directly at him, but it was difficult for him to restrain himself. Small gestures like that showed the closeness and specialness of their relationship. Jungkook's expression at that moment spoke volumes, even without words. And interestingly, moments like this aren't uncommon. Throughout the live broadcast, they seemed completely at ease with each other, their expressions full of playfulness and affection. Their every movement, glance, and laugh seemed so natural, as if there was a silent communication only the two of them understood. They laughed easily together, even over small things, indicating that they truly enjoyed each other's company. Jungkook often touched Jimin naturally, stroking his hair or finding excuses to get closer. Jimin displayed the same closeness, even once placing his feet on Jungkook's lap, a gesture that conveyed complete trust and affection. None of this seemed staged, but spontaneous, like two people with a genuine and strong connection. That's why it's strange that some still doubt their closeness. For many, what Jungkook displayed wasn't scripted or strategic, but the result of years of togetherness, real experiences, and honest feelings. In all their live broadcasts, there was a closeness that felt natural. They didn't need to say much, their body language and demeanor said it all. Whether it's small gestures like a shared laugh, or more tangible moments like a touch or a look, they always leave a lasting impression. Their interactions are reminiscent of a couple who know each other well, respect each other, and aren't afraid to show their feelings. This is why the second season of their show, Are You Sure?, is so highly anticipated. Fans who have followed their story from the beginning know that the show gives them a space to be themselves, without outside pressure or unnecessary judgment. It's a place where they can freely express their emotions, laugh freely, and share moments that, while seemingly simple, speak volumes about the relationship they've built. The show isn't just entertainment, but an intimate window into their lives together. There's no overly filtered approach, and that's what makes their interactions feel so real. Fans can see them cooking, traveling, joking around, and supporting each other. These small details clearly illustrate how deeply they understand each other and enjoy their time together. Every moment they share, whether on live broadcasts or on shows like Are You Sure, reflects a relationship built on trust and affection. There's no need to exaggerate or make things seem artificial, because it's all there. What's important is that we appreciate their connection and continue to enjoy the moments where their closeness shines naturally. When two people understand each other that well, there's no need for lengthy explanations. Simply paying attention makes everything clear. There are those who believe that everything that happens between Jimin and Jungkook is just part of a show. But if we calmly observe the way they behave together, it's clear that this isn't just an act. It's not part of a script, and it's not a strategy to get attention. It's something much more natural and genuine. Over the years, Jimin and Jungkook have shared many experiences on stage and off. And during that time, they formed a very special bond. What stands out most is how they look at each other, lean in, and touch each other without caring who's watching. It's not all for the cameras, but because it's how they interact. Every gesture, look, and movement they make towards each other speaks more than 1,000 words. They don't need to say much to understand each other. When Jimin straightens Jungkook's clothes, or when Jungkook puts his arm around Jimin's shoulder while walking, it's a simple gesture, but it conveys trust and care. And this isn't something common among all the members. Although they're all close, what exists between Jimin and Jungkook feels different, deeper. We can see it when they're practicing, recording, or even sharing live broadcasts. In many of those moments, it's clear that they genuinely care for each other. If one is tired, the other immediately notices and takes action. If one is nervous before a performance, the other leans in, whispers something, or gently pats their shoulder. It's a form of support that doesn't require big words. A great example of this connection can be seen in Are You Sure?, where they travel together, share time together, and reveal glimpses of their daily lives. What's captivating isn't just what they say, but how they carry themselves. They walk together, laugh about small things, make space for breaks, but still look out for each other. It all seems so natural, without script or direction. Everything they do demonstrates that their relationship is built on mutual trust and understanding. Jimin knows Jungkook inside and out. He knows when to say something and when to keep quiet. Jungkook also has a special way of caring for Jimin. He listens, supports, and always makes room for him. That kind of constant attention isn't common in working relationships. It's something more intimate, something that only arises when there's a close, stable connection. We don't need to look for complicated explanations or create our own theories to understand their relationship. Just pay attention to the small details they share, and it all becomes clear. Even when they're in different countries or when BTS is on hiatus, they still mention each other in interviews, and sometimes share messages that may seem simple but are full of meaning. Because a relationship like this doesn't develop overnight. It takes time, patience, and most importantly, honesty. It's not easy to maintain such closeness in a group as large as BTS and with such a busy schedule. But they manage. And that's enough to prove how strong their relationship is. And in the end, we can continue to debate theories, compare moments, and try to read their little gestures. But one thing is undeniable, what Jimin and Jungkook have feels real. Whether you call it love, friendship, or something in between, their connection is built on time, trust, and genuine care. We don't need grandiose confirmations or bombastic words. Because it's in those small gestures, those silent glances, and those simple laughs that everything becomes clear. They don't have to explain anything. Because when two hearts are connected that strongly, the world only needs one thing, to see and understand. Thank you for watching this video until the end. If you also felt something special about Jikook, feel free to leave a comment below. What's your favorite moment from them? And do you think we'll see more surprising moments in the second season of Are You Sure? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, because there will be more special content about Jimin and Jungkook that you don't want to miss. See you in the next video, and as always, stay soft, stay curious, and stay Jikooked.